One of the big reasons I know that you and a lot of other people are looking to move here to the Jackson, Mississippi metro area is because it is so affordable. And with the crazy things going on in the housing market, both nationally and here locally, we're starting to get the question about should I buy now, or kind of have we passed that now I should wait? So should you buy in the Jackson market? Should you wait? How does that maybe compare to some other markets as well? I want to give you kind of the pros and cons, the reasons maybe you should wait, and the reasons that you shouldn't. I'm going to talk about all that right now. So if you want to know about buying a home here in the Jackson market in the summer of 2022, or if you should wait, stick around. That's what we're talking about today. What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Lashman, Realtor, right here with EXP Realty in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. I'm also on the Living in Jackson, Mississippi YouTube channel, where we're giving you information like this about the market, also about the areas, taking around and showing you around all the different places here. If you want to see all that kind of stuff, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell. That way you get notified when our videos come out. You definitely don't want to miss those, especially if you are the person who really is thinking about making a move here to the Jackson area. And if that's you, go ahead and take it a step further. Look, hit us up, call, text, email, whatever it takes. Get in touch with us because we got your back moving here to the Jackson metro. Now, y'all, look, things have gone crazy, all right? Housing prices, even here in this market, which has not even come close to the crazy stuff you've seen in some of the bigger cities, here it's still gone up maybe 20 or more % in just the last couple years for homes. So maybe something that was 200,000 2 years ago is really more about 240 now. So that's a pretty crazy jump when it comes to housing, and it does make things obviously more expensive. Now it's not, if you look at like Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, some places in Florida, there's places where it has gone 40, 50, 60% over the last 2 years. And I think if you're in those markets, it's a totally different scenario about should you wait to buy or should you buy today. But here in the Jackson market, I think I'm going to answer this question for you. I'm going to give you the reasons why maybe you should, and there's a legitimate case for why maybe some people should wait. So I think for most people that's not the case. Spoiler, obviously I'm a realtor, that's what I'm going to say. But I just want to give you my honest opinion here about what's going on and why I think maybe you should wait or maybe you shouldn't. So getting into that here, like I said, this market has not appreciated as wildly as some of the others, even though prices have gone up. Because of that, I don't really see prices really coming back down that much because we've still got very strong inventory, very strong demand, just because of the jobs coming into the area, the new developments coming into the area. So high demand here, coupled with still very, very low inventory. So you just don't have a ton of options. Now, I'll get into this when we talk about why you should maybe wait, but that is picking up a little bit. It has gotten a little bit better, especially I'd say above about 300,000 and up. That's gotten a little bit better, but still below that $300,000 mark, it's still pretty tight on that. So I don't really see prices going down. What I do see on that is a slowdown in the appreciation. So I don't think you're going to see 20% going up in the next 2 years. You'll see some, say, much more tame, mild growth, pretty close to flat, but maybe going up just a little bit. Nothing like what we've had. But I don't see prices going down just because of that supply and demand issue. The other reason that you might want to go ahead and jump on things now is while prices probably are not going down, interest rates on your mortgage are almost definitely going up, and they already have gone up from, in some instances down in the 2s, under 3%, to now being over 6%, or right around 6% for some loan products, obviously depending on your credit and other factors, but that's just the averages that we're seeing right now. So when you factor that into the equation, even at the price of, say, that $200,000 house that was 200, now it's 240. If a year from now it's still only worth 240, but interest rates go from 6 to 7 or 8%, that payment's going to be a lot more. So you're going to pay a lot more for that house, even if it's the same price. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. And then my third reason of why you might want to kind of go ahead and jump into this and get in before those rates go up It's just because if you're not doing that, if you're in something, if you're renting right now, or if you're going to move here, obviously most of you watching this, I know, are potentially moving to the area. So if you're going to move here and rent, well, you're not getting anything from that. It's 100% interest on the rent. So you're not putting anything back. You're not building any equity like what you can do if you go ahead and purchase and get in that now. So those are the reasons why you should buy today. Now, what are the reasons why you should wait? I told you I would give you those too. And that's just going to be, well, it is getting a little easier to buy. So what I mean by that is, in the past 2 years, the market has been so crazy. It's been hard to get any kind of seller concessions. Sellers don't hardly even want to do repairs. A lot of people are even opting out of having a home inspection just to help their offer win. I'm already starting to see some of that coming back. You can get that home inspection. You can get some repairs done. I'm going to say not always yet, but it seems to be trending in that direction. So it would stand to reason if you wait, as things kind of level out a little bit more over the next 6 months to a year, maybe you can come in here and have a much easier time buying. Now, your payment may be still higher because those interest rates are going to go up, but maybe you have to come to the table with less money. Maybe you can get the seller to pay some of that closing cost, and that's a big deal. So if you don't have that money set aside to do that, it's going to save you some money when you close, and obviously give you a little bit more time to save up some money in case you do need it. And then the other thing too with that is there are home buyer assistance programs, first-time home buyer programs that are designed to give you a little bit of down payment assistance. Those come with some added, I want to say baggage, but they have their own extra requirements and things that kind of slow down the process a little bit. So if you're using one of those programs and competing with offers that are not using those, you basically aren't going to get your offer accepted. That's what we've seen. But as this market again continues to level out, those are coming back as well. Something that you as a home buyer can add to your arsenal to help you get into the home that you want. So waiting may allow you to actually use those where you haven't been able to do it in the past couple years. The other thing here that we're hearing a lot, obviously, is just the fear of a market collapse. You know, it's still fresh on a lot of people's memory. What happened in 2008, 2009 with the market just really taking a big hit. And if you look around, if you do some research, you'll see I don't think there's any evidence really to support that. We're not seeing the same type of conditions with the subprime borrowers. We're not seeing people upside down in their homes. We're not seeing all of the conditions that were there that caused people to get foreclosed on at that time. Here, people actually have a lot of equity in their homes this time around. People, the average credit score is much higher. I'm trying to find some links to this. I've been listening to a lot of statistics so I can kind of get a better idea of what to tell you on these videos, but I'll put some of that down below. But generally, we're just not seeing it. Now again, this gets back to what I was saying in the other markets. So if you're in one of these bigger cities who has seen massive appreciation, so not the 20% we've seen, I'm talking 40, 50, 60% in the last 2 years, I'm starting to wonder in those places, are you going to see kind of a mini crash, you know, or a localized crash in those areas where the prices do fall back maybe to about what would have been the 20%, just because there's been that crazy demand with people relocating, work from home, all that kind of stuff, and that's kind of slowing down a little bit. If you've been watching the news, you see companies kind of shying away from that. So I think you might see some of that going on in some places. But just like with most things, we kind of lag behind. We get a little bit of a buffer from kind of the national global things here in Mississippi, just because honestly we're not as tied into some of those bigger global markets and hubs and centers where we are here in the Jackson Metro. So there's a pro and a con, but in this case it actually helps us out. So what do you think? Is this a good assessment of what's going on here? Do you agree? Do you think there's some other things going on? What's going on in your area? Drop that down in the comments. Really like to know. Help me get a better picture. Help other people watching this get a better picture. Of course, if you did like this video, it'd be really cool if you would like this video right down there. It helps us out a lot with the YouTube algorithm to get this information out to more and more people. Of course, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you do subscribe. And of course, if you are that person who really is thinking about making a move right here in the Jackson area, take it one step further, y'all. You gotta hit us up, call, text, email, reach out, whatever you gotta do. Get in touch with us because we're gonna take care of you. Got your back. Moving here to the Jackson Metro. So thank y'all for watching this one. See you on the next one.